Question number 31. Is x minus 4 a factor of x squared minus 9x plus 20? Is it A? Yes, since the remainder is 0. B? Yes, since the remainder is not 0. C? No, since the remainder is 0. Or D? No, since the remainder is not 0. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, math learners, knowing if a divisor is a factor of a certain polynomial, let us remember the factor theorem. According to the factor theorem, if the value of p of x is equal to 0, then the divisor is a factor of the given polynomial. So, my dear math learners, among the 4 choices here, we will not consider B and C because if the remainder is 0, then the answer is yes. If it is not 0, then the answer is no. Therefore, B and C is not reasonable. Okay, so question is whether it is a factor or not. Of course, the number that we will be using here is positive 4. So, if we substitute 4 in the polynomial x squared minus 9x plus 20, that would be 4 squared minus 9 times 4 plus 20. So, 4 squared is 16. 16 plus 20, that will be 36. And 36 minus 9 times 4, that is 36. So, therefore, the answer is 0. Therefore, the correct answer for this given problem is letter A. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, my dear math learners, now let us go to question number 32. What is the remainder when x squared minus 3x minus 10 is divided by x minus 5? Is it A, 0, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 5? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, in terms of knowing the remainder of a given polynomial divided by a divisor, of course, you can skip solving the long division and the synthetic division. You can automatically substitute the value of your C to the given polynomial. So, the value of our C here in x minus 5 is positive 5. So, substituting that to our given polynomial, that would be 5 squared minus 3 times 5 minus 10. So, 5 squared would be 25 minus 3 times 5, that is 15. So, minus 15, that would be 10. 10 minus 10 is equal to, very good, 0. So, the correct answer for this question is letter A. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, which of the following is a polynomial? So, you are given 3 expressions here. Is it A, 1 only, B, 2 only, C, 3 only, or D, 1 and 2? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, in knowing whether an expression is a polynomial, you need to consider that the expression should not be violating these scenarios. Number 1, the value of x should not be inside the radical sign. So, as we can see in number 3 here, the x is inside the radical sign. So, this is not a polynomial. The second one is if you have a negative exponent. So, in number 2 here, you have a power of negative 1. So, this is also not a polynomial. The other reason is if ever your x is in the denominator side. And lastly, if ever your x has an exponent of a fraction. Alright. So, therefore, among the 3 given expressions here, only one is considered to be a polynomial. That is letter A. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 34. Classify the polynomial x to the 5th power plus 3x cubed minus 2x plus 4. Is it A, quartic polynomial, B, cubic polynomial, C, quintic polynomial, or D, quadratic polynomial? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, this question is very easy. Why? Because quadratic is the power of 2. Quintic is the power of 5, cubic is the power of 3, and quartic is the power of 4, or the degree. Alright? So, since our polynomial here is in the degree of 5, therefore, the correct answer is letter C. Let's check. Alright, my dear math learners, now let us go to question number 35. What is the quotient when x cubed minus 8 is divided by x minus 4? Is it A, x squared plus 4x plus 16 plus 40 over x minus 4, B, x squared plus 4x minus 16, C, x squared plus 4x plus 16, or D, 0? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, in order for us to know the quotient of this, so it is best if we use the synthetic division. Of course, in the synthetic division, we will be using our divisor. So the value of C, so that is positive 4. All right. And then we get the numerical coefficient of our polynomial x cubed minus 8. So that would be 1. However, we don't have any quadratic term. So that would be 0. We don't have any linear term. That would be 0. And our constant term, that is negative 8. And then we apply the rule, that is bring down, multiply, then add. So bring down, multiply, then add. Bring down, multiply, and then add. Then multiply, that would be 48, then add. Okay, so the correct answer is this one, because it has a remainder of 40. All right, let's check whether we are correct, my dear math learners. All right, so now let us go to question number 36. Lisa used synthetic division to find the quotient if 6x squared minus 20 plus 3x cubed minus 4x is divided by x minus 3. What should she do first to avoid errors? Is it A, change the sign of the divisor? B, arrange the terms of the polynomial in decreasing powers of x? C, make sure all coefficients are written correctly? Or D, all of the above? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, technically, if we are trying to solve for synthetic division, first thing we need to consider are, we change the sign of the divisor, which is this one, our x minus c. That is correct. Of course, before applying the bring down, times, and then add, we also need to arrange the polynomial in the decreasing order. So in this given polynomial, our 3x cubed, which is the highest degree, is in the third term. So we will still arrange that one. And then, see here, it says, make sure all coefficients are written correctly. So that is also an important part in solving synthetic division. So the correct answer for this one is letter D, all of the above. So let's check whether we are correct. All right, my dear math learners, I hope you got that one. Now let us go to question number 37. The volume of a rectangular solid is x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x minus 8 cubic centimeters, and its height is x plus 2 centimeters. Which expression finds the area of its base? Is it A, x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x minus 8 times x plus 2? B, the quantity x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x minus 8 plus the quantity x plus 2? C, x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x minus 8 minus x plus 2, or D, x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x minus 8 is divided by x plus 2. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, as you can see among the choices, our volume and the height are written correctly. Okay, but they differ in the operation. Of course, if we are dealing with the area of its base, the formula for volume is the area of the base multiplied by its height. Of course, if we try to reverse that, since our volume is given, we will be dividing. So therefore, the correct answer for this given problem is letter D. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, my dear math learners, now let us go to question number 38. Okay, the same question. Which expression represents the area of its base? Is it A, x to the 4th power plus 4x cubed plus 4x squared minus 16x minus 16? B, x squared minus 4? C, x cubed plus 2x squared minus 6x minus 10? Or D, x squared plus 4x plus 8? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, we already knew that the operation for solving this one is through division, right? So we divide this polynomial by this divisor. Okay. So therefore, if we try to divide x cubed by x, that would be x squared. So letter A and letter C is already wrong. So we only have B and D as our remaining choices. So now, we will apply our synthetic division. So we have negative 2 as our divisor, and then our numerical coefficients are 1, 2, negative 4, and negative 8. Okay, so we bring down, multiply, 0, multiply, 0, multiply, 0. So therefore, the correct answer is x squared minus 4 because we don't have any linear term. So the correct answer is letter B. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, my dear math learners, I hope you got that one. Now let us go to question number 39. A rectangular has length 2x plus 5 centimeters and width 3x minus 2 centimeters. Write an expression for the area of the rectangle. Is it A, 6x squared plus 11x minus 10, B, 6x squared minus 11x plus 10, C, 6x squared plus 11x plus 10, or D, 6x squared minus 11x minus 10? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, this is challenging in your part because this topic is more discussed in the quadratic equation. Okay, why? Because if we multiply a binomial which is in the linear term and another binomial which is in the linear term, you will have a quadratic equation. Of course, you can apply here the FOIL method, the first, outer, inner, and last terms. So the first terms, 2x times 3x, that would be 6x squared. Then, on the last terms, we have 5 times negative 2, that would be negative 10. So therefore, letter B and letter C are already wrong. So we only have A and D for this matter. Now, in the inner and outer term, we will be applying 2x and negative 2. So that is negative 4x. For the inner term, we have 5 times 3x, that would be 15x. So 15x minus 4x, that would be positive 11x. So therefore, the correct answer is letter A. Now, let's check whether we are correct. Alright, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to the last question. One of the roots of the polynomial equation, x cubed minus 6x squared plus 11x minus 6 is equal to 0 is 1. Find the other roots. Is it A, negative 3, 2, B, negative 3, negative 2, C, 3 and negative 2, or D, 3 and positive 2? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, it has been said already here that 1 is a root for our given equation. So, we can apply the synthetic division for that one so that we can get the quadratic equation of it. So, we have 1, negative 6, 11, and negative 6. So, that is our coefficient for the cubic equation. Okay? So, bring down, multiply 1, that is negative 5, multiply, that is negative 5. This will become positive 6 multiplied, that will be positive 6. Alright, so if we add them, this will become 0. So therefore, we have x squared minus 5x plus 6. Alright, now if we try to factor this one, okay, using factoring, x squared here will be x and x. The last term, we should factor it such that when added together, they will become negative 5. So that is negative 3 and negative 2. So therefore, using the zero product property, x right now will become positive 3 and another is positive 2. So therefore, the correct answer is letter D. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, so my dear math learners, congratulations for finishing our grade 10 mathematics review. I'm sure if you study all of our questions from question 1 up to question 40, you will be excelling and you will be having a lesser difficulty in dealing with questions in your examinations. This has been your YouTube Edu Creator, Math Teacher Ash, and always remember, it is fun to learn mathematics if we are together learning. If you're not yet subscribed, please click that subscribe button and share this to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates. Take care, God bless, and keep safe always.